Hello everyone. Today in this video I will show you how to create this registration page using an HTML. First I will showing you the output which is on the screen. Then I will show you how to create this registration form. So here what you see in the rectangular box are called as text boxes. What you see inside this text boxes without giving an input, that it's called as placeholder. So here you can see type your name, your college name, your seat number. So these are called the placeholders. So we go the first field which is called as name field here. When I move the cursor in the rectangular box, it's showing it as please fill out this field, which means it is a mandatory field. So here I fill out this name something as Mark Nexon. Then I will give a college name as something which is this. So I mentioned the seat number as something and email ID. So here it not showing please fill out this field because it is an optional. I will take on this as optional field. So here you can give a b gmail.com. So here the date of birth. Either you can give by entering a particular date and month and year, or you can select by it in the calendar field. So you can actually by select by using a calendar field as well. So something I given. So here contact number. The contact number I already given this. So it's showing me the particular one. So next is the gender field. In this you can see a circles which indicates the radio buttons. In this you can give only a one input, it not receive more than one. So you can see the cursor. When I click other, it only points to a particular one, not two. So here you can only give the particular and a single input. So next field is a branch field. Here you can see a arrow button, which means it is a select options. When you click this arrow option, there are certain options which show as B in CSE, B ISE. So you can select only one, not more than one. So I select as B CSE, and there is a current year in B field. It is also an select field. So you can select any option like for final year. Then you submit it. Then the form will submitted. Now I will show you what will happen if you don't enter a data in a mandatory field. So for example, so here showing an error as please fill out this field. So same this. So here also it's showing an error. So what if you enter an email ID without an @ symbol or dot symbol, it show an error. Please include an @ in this email address. @ is missing. So you have to fulfill the criteria of this as okay. What will happen if you won't enter the number, instead number you enter some string, then it showed an error because I have mentioned there should be a number. What if the number is short? So there is also an error, it mentioning as please match the request format. So there should be a 10-digit number. So okay, then submitted. So you can also see here there is a string which is moving from right to left. So for this I am using a marquee tag which I show while creating the HTML page of registration form. So let's create. So now I will start with an HTML tag. So I have already said you about this tag, this HTML tag, head tag, title tag. So you can see this in my previous video. So I will give title as an, so I'm creating a registration form. So I give the title as registration form. So body, I use a heading tag to display registration form. Then I close. So next I will use a form tag. This form tag is used to facilitate the user to enter the data that is sent to the server for more processing. Generally, it means it required to collect data from the site visitor. Next, I use a table tag. This table tag is used to present the data in a tabular form, or it is used to create a table in HTML document. So here I am using this table tag to present the data in tabular form. So then I use a table row tag. This table row tag it is used to define the row cells in an HTML. So next TD, which is nothing but table definition, which is used to define a cells in an HTML document. So I mention as. So next I use an input tag. This input tag is used to facilitate user to input the data and communicate with the website. So I give input type is equal to text, which is nothing but a text box, and name I give as just name. So I close this table definition and close the row. So now I save a file this, which I already selected a name and just. So here is the save files. So right click, give open with and select Google Chrome. So here is the output. This is heading tag and this is a text box. So I give a placeholder as type your name and mention it is mandatory. So I just mention as required. So you can see here the placeholder. So I copy this and I just change it as college name. So here mention as college name. So you can see I also align this it to a center. So I use a center tag here. So you can see here the output is aligned. So next registration number, sorry registration. So now is email ID. So I'll give as input type is equal to email, and name as email. So I remove required here, which is optional. So I write it here as optional. So you can see. So next is the date of birth field. So I change this name to date of birth and I give input type is equal as date. So you can see the output here. So next is a gender field. I change this name to a gender I give input type as radio, name as gender, and no need of this. ID is equal to male. So here you mention as male. So I copy this. Here is others. So I save and refresh it. So you can see the output here. So now is a branch field. Mention as branch. Then here I use a select tag, and here is an option for select tag. So first I mention as select. So I copy this. So I change the select to BA in CSE. So now from here I copy this one. Yes. So I save this and I run this. So you can see a branch option here. So next is a current year field. So I written here as current. Then here also I use a select option here. And here are the option for the select option. First I give as select. So here I give as first year. So here copy this first. So this one is fourth year. So this is the closing tag for this. So save it and run. So here you can see the different years. So next field is contact number field. So I change this college name to contact number. So input type for this as telephone number. So tel. So here I give as contact. So I change the placeholder. Type your college to type your phone number. So here we must have to give a placeholder pattern. Sorry, pattern which receive numbers which are starting from 9 or 0 within, or it means within the 0 to 9, so which contain a 10 digits, so that we written in a flower package. So save this and run this. So it should be a number. If we type a string, it gives an error because we have selected as input type as television, and also we have given a pattern for this. Generally, it means it shows an error when you submit the form. So here as well, there are the four fields which are mandatory fields. So here also it shows an error when you submit the form. For that, let's create the submit and reset button. So I create that in a new row. So I type T. So TD, and I give input type as submit. So our form can submit easily. So here name is submit, and I give value field is equal to submit. So I close this. So again I say copy this, and I just rename it as reset. So then I close up. So save this and refresh it. So you can see a submit button. When I submit the button, it's showing as please fill out this, because this is a mandatory field, so it's showing like that. So you can see. So now I add a background image for this. For that you go to body tag and type background, which is I give image name as, this is already I have downloaded, so I give rename it to ac.jpg, save it and refresh it. So you can see the background. I also tell you how to add a string which are moving from left to right. For that, use marquee tag and give any text and close that tag. So save it and run it. So you can see that the text are moving from left to right. So you can also color this by mentioning its background color. I give this yellow. So you can see that the background color is changed of a particular string. And I also change the font color. Font color I give as red. So I close the font tag, refresh it and run it. So you can see here. So that's all. Thank you for watching my video. Thank you.